amount that they can expect anyways. Ori in this mid lane is struggling quite a bit, is caught up in levels, which is kind of to be expected at the same time since Storm Spirit was forced back by the Elder Titan's death. But at the same token, Ori not going to get right-clicked. He does have a haste rune on the side of the Storm, but that was a really far blink.
Yeah.
But it does kind of like reset things a little bit. Like there's not a whole lot that Quap's going to do now. She's pretty afraid because the Bounty Hunter's still around. Ori doesn't have that blink up yet because he went for the 2-1-2. So as a result, like Storm just kind of sits here. Now he's got a full bottle again. He's going to get his level 6, which allows him to dodge the dagger. All you have to do is roll in place.
And now Quap gonna be able to get one final dagger there, and then some more damage being dealt. But next couple of minutes, how do you see this unfolding for both teams? Were we looking to see action most likely?
Probably this top lane, if anywhere. I don't think they're really going to waste too much time trying to gank Young 11. Like they probably don't care about that lane too much, just considering like the Razor is doing just fine anyway. So if there's action, it's going to be top lane, and that's exactly what we see in Fenrir.
Stop onto 2, able to take down 1. The Burrow strike back. Ori there trying to make something happen here. They are going to be able to find Liposa and get the kill with the rotation in.
And Paparazi going to be the direct recipient of both of those kills. Quite nice for him as Storm now getting chased out a little bit as Young 11 is on top of him. I'm not super sure why or for what purpose.
He wants those bounty runes, man.
Okay, that was mildly annoying.
Well, while that happened up in the top lane, that's going to be Costabile, able to deal some damage to this tower here. Keeps the catapult alive for a little bit. Now popping ultimate. Going to force Young 11 to TP away. That's so much damage stolen.
Yeah, that was actually a lot scarier than I thought it was going to be. And now he's pushing this bottom lane. And this is the trade-off of the top lane going a little bit poorer for SG, is that this bottom lane gets to prosper, this mid lane talked about ad nauseum about how well he's doing despite being a Storm Spirit against Kane. You're pretty satisfied with this matchup overall. And Blink was actually forced. I think you go for this if you're Storm. You have a DD rune too. This should be a free kill.
Ori is going to be a little bit of a sad panda. Does have mana for the Sonic Wave, turns it back around, takes down 40R. Oh!
I am 90% certain if he committed for it instantly, like as soon as Ori popped his blink, if you go for that kill, you get it. Because he would have been in range then. But he gets jebaited instead and dies.
Oh, that was...
Alright, well now it swings the other way. Storm had that. Like he had a DD rune, no blink on Queen of Pain. That's a dream. And you still have a little bit of mana left over, but 40R just reacted a little bit like too late.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, you know, we can talk all we want about ways that he could have like played it differently, maybe even like rolling to dodge the Sonic Wave or something. At the end of the day,
at that point.
Yeah, just too much. Well, bottom lane still going quite well for Razor. And with Thelio here scouting out in the area, he's only level 2 on the bounty at 8 minutes in. But they're trying to take down Young 11 here. This would be a big kill, and Costabile not going to be able to make it happen.
I mean, Thiolicor hasn't really had too much impact in the mid lane or the bottom lane, but he's actually not doing very well for himself. He's level 2 right now as bounty. And the thing about bounty hunters, like, you want to get bounty runes. It's in his name, but he hasn't been able to do that.
Look at him now, though. He's going to get 2 of them. He's going to, like, maybe double his net worth. It's not true. He's going to be able to get towards those arcanes pretty soon, though.
He's, like, stupid underleveled, though. Like, that's a level 2 bounty hunter. Bare minimum right now, buddy, is 4.
Yeah. It's rough. Tome of Knowledge later, but by the same token, you kind of want to be able to give that to the Rubik to get to 6. I don't know. It's a tough one.
I mean, Tome of Knowledge doesn't give you 3 levels.
That's true.
If I was a Storm right now, by the way, I'd be upset.
Why is that?
It's just like, oh, he did roll him, by the way, to get the dodge off.
Yeah.
Just like, you had such an advantage, and you're meant to carry this game, and it's a silly death. Because if you get that kill, you really snowball out of control this game.
Right. Let's be a little bit careful here again with this stomp in the area. Not able to dodge it.
I actually thought he was going to cancel it again. But instead, opts finish it through. 40R pops that arcane rune. Best rune in the game.
Smoke rotation up towards top lane. Sand King is in the area as well, but they do have CK ultimate available to them. Those things that could turn around so quickly if they're not careful, and trying to steal the damage. There's the lift into Burrow Strike, taking a lot of this. Can they find the kill? They turn it back around with the Omni-Knight there, and well, nothing doing. But Fenrir also getting right-clicked here by Theo. He's level 3 at this point. Slowed down yet again. Mini stun there as well, but Liposa not quite quick enough. No, they do find the Burrow Strike to turn around the Purification, but it's not enough. They still find the kill, and now Young 11 walking forward into this as well. The Ori rotation, Sonic Wave down. Liposa is very low. A little bit of the Burrow Strike here if he wants to use it. Doesn't connect on the Ori, but they do almost find a kill on Young 11. He's living through it, but does finally get brought down. This is so much damage stolen from the Razor. Trying to man up against Paparazi. They take him down as well. And Ori forced to turn, forced to run away. Can they get it? They get it! A triple kill for Costabile. Under 10 minutes in, he's so low right now. Fenrir just wants to hit him, but they're going to be able to get it. Damage is almost there. The slow, the kill isn't enough. They take damage from the Bane as well. Finally, the Razor is going to drop. Fenrir trying to turn this as well onto Bardino, and the body blocks from Theo. They're going to drop the ultimate even. Run away, buddy, but the TP is gone. He ended up getting hit by it still.
No, dude, you were gone. If he cancels the TP, it just moves like a quarter inch. He's good.
Didn't that get buffed like a patch or two ago or something?
Yeah,
the range?
Like, LaNm just like all in for it. You just move down like a quarter inch. You're gonna dodge it.
The most telegraphed spell in the world.
Yeah, like you know it's coming. That's some anime moment, you know, where the dudes just start announcing their moves and they still get hit by it. Like this should not come as a surprise. That giant fissure in the ground isn't good for your health.
Well, a flurry of action, and now it's SG 1K gold ahead. Rough.
This should be a significant advantage for them. The upside though was like during that entire time, Storm just farmed, which is something that they needed to do. And the Queen of Pain died at the same token. Like during that time when she was able to get soloed out by the Razor pretty much.
Oh, Paparazi just got rooted. They slow. Oh, Repel is there though. Still going to steal the damage. They can chase this down if they want, but might be a bit too deep to dive.
And look, they already have to rotate off. This isn't, as a Queen of Pain player, like, you're not going to be very happy about this because you're just roaming around the map. The upside, though, is that maybe there's a grip attempt right now. Yeah. Fenrir has to go right now for DR. Get the grip up, or he doesn't have Blink quite yet, or the ulti maybe. Or DR gets out of this if he's really quick about it.
The reality, they get the kill.
They had to rotate a lot of different heroes, and meanwhile, up at top, 11 getting low, does have the heal available and the repel.
These supports do not do a ton of damage, although Liposa there. This might be enough. The burrow, the turn, and the burrow almost ends up being able to turn it back around with the purification. But SG do find the kill.
He quite nearly turned that into a double kill.
Yeah, that was scary. DD room?
Bottom lane now, being pressured out. This is like a weird, chaotic game. There's 19 kills in 12 minutes. There's like some sort of accord that they reached where they just said, we're gonna fight.
Yeah, and I guess making space for Storm this whole time has been really, really great for him. And he does have a regen rune as well. Burrow away there from Liposa so he doesn't get stomped. And Ori.
Order is out of mana. He kind of messed up on the regen rune roll. And I mean, this just, I would say that it would be okay, but he has died a bunch.
Okay.
Because Bloodstone timing is going to be pretty poor. Like last game, I think Ori had it at 16 with treads. This game, like, he'd be pretty happy to have it at 16 minutes.
Repel working. It's a lot of damage stolen from Costabile and able to take him down. A quick kill. Ori is here as well, though. Sonic Wave, the turnaround, the purification that came from the Rubik, but it's still going to be a kill onto Costabile, and Burrow's through, but they got the Nightmare Wall is all happening. They try and turn this again. Liposa juking, jiving, not enough. He does have another Burrow in 3, as well as Epicenter, only a 1 second stun. The Burrow connects onto 2 of them now. Liposa still trying to run the purification to get him away. Now Rubik still Blink. He runs away. The Storm Spirit jumping from far away, finds the kill onto Ori. Now can he find any more here? Track is starting to work around as well. Thiolicor, he might have A shuriken toss to go, but LaNm drops down another one of those big fissures in the ground. The reality to pull 40R into it, and they take down the storm turret. Okay, the chaos is going to continue.
Bardinho dies at the same time to the tower hit. This is such a weird, chaotic dive that both teams know what's at stake, right? But it doesn't seem like they really care. They're still just kind of willing to battle non-stop. Under tower, under tier 2 with the entire team up, no problem, SG. They still take that fight. And the upside is any trade feels okay when you get tracks off.
Right. Yeah, Bounty, who was hurting so bad before, up to level 6 at this point. It's still not great, but at least his net worth is starting to feel a little bit more like a support and not just a dead hero.
Yeah, now he's scouting, getting some good info out there. And LaNm also, by the way, we haven't mentioned it enough, but sometimes how he keeps getting these like sick Earth Splitters off that I don't quite understand. But like it's working for them. That spell, for the most part, it's the most easily avoidable ability in Dota.
Right.
But like he hasn't even really had many setups. He just kind of gets it off. I don't know if that's more good on him. As at top, SG getting around this area.
Yeah. And it's not a tier 2 traded in the bottom lane either. This is just a kind of a freebie, I guess.
It is a decent amount of farm going on the Queen of Pain.
Okay.
Like she needs some alone time right now to try to catch up. As 4DR, it's way up at top 2. Maybe supporting a fight if that's necessary for them.
Tier 2's about to go down. The Sand King getting closer to as well. There's still Paparazi has been able to farm towards that Echo Saber. He talked about the Veil on the Quap. Anything else that, I mean, it's kind of an interesting build from Costabile going for the Solar Crest.
It's just a nice early game item against the CK, who, you know, he's never, it's really awkward for CK to build MKB. Like it's not an item that you're often going to see him go early on because it doesn't benefit his illusions very much in terms of stats or damage. Plus, it's really annoying to play against when you're Queen of Pain. And supports that naturally just don't attack fast, like it's going to affect their lives too.
Right.
The ripple effect.
Well, another Purification stolen. Feels great to play Rubik against Omni Knight as Theo is sort of stalking that Chaos Knight, making sure that they have vision of him with the track, and now maybe rotating bottom. We do have the Bane in the area, but Ori's just going to be able to TP away, and maybe a track kill here if they can get in time. Oh, I think they just spotted it though. Now Fenrir realizes they're in the area.
Yeah, and 4DR. So 16 minutes has passed, but he is starting to get pretty close now. As Paparazi gonna make his way up. Trying to bait out the stun as Static Link does come on bottom at Fenrir. Just gonna sleep and walk away. Does get tracked up, which is more annoying than anything.
I mean, do you think that they start building towards ways to deal with the track eventually? Like, what items are there really for the Vici Gaming squad? Or do you think you just sort of play around having track on you? Okay.
The thing about Bounty Hunter is that the rest of your team needs to win fights without you. Like, the benefit of the Bounty Hunter is that you get some vision, and if you do win a fight, like if you come out on top of a fight, you have tracks. But the obvious issue with this here is like the lack of team fight that he provides.
Right.
Sure, you can argue with me and tell me that he's going to hit like a 5-man track shuriken toss, but even that, like, he doesn't have a stun. He can't really get up close. You don't really want to get up close with this hero either, which is why I imagine Ice Frog just kept buffing the shuriken toss so that you can do things like the shuriken toss on a creep so that you don't necessarily beat it.
Almost dead. They are going to be able to find that kill. Vici not in a position to turn that around.
Yeah, now they're starting to get picked off, and the gold's adding up.
Scary stuff indeed for the Vici Gaming lineup. Again, only a best of 2. There's not a chance to sort of secure those extra points if you get the full and even 2-0 completed. So,
especially with how game 1 went, you could have reasonably surmised like Vici have really figured it out, especially after their like disappointing Star Ladder run. But SG's a legit team, man. As in mid, once again, LaNm, you're so greedy. Just carry around Dust. Like, neither of them have dust right now. They've got some sentries, but you gotta get some dust.
Yeah. And stolen now. Purification yet again. They've got track on these heroes. They're keeping them back. It does sort of force them away, at least for the moment, from Roshan.
Yeah, this is one of the best heroes in the game against the Omni Knight. Because when you play against Omni as Rubik, you're not sad with anything you get.
Right.
Okay, so you get GA, great. Repel, maybe even better.
With Storm, yeah.
There's nothing bad about taking any of those abilities. It's kind of akin to playing against a Venomancer where you steal Ward, or Gale, or
Nova.
Nova, yeah.
My thanks.
Well, still looking for another opening here. The game has slowed down a little bit. Do you feel like this favors one side or the other, really? Or do you think any team is more happy with their current position in this game?
SG is definitely happier.
Okay.
Like they're winning.
Yeah.
The team that's winning is often happier, Gabe.
Well, I mean, here's what I'm going to say. Like, sometimes you're okay with being a little bit behind because you're like, late game, we got this. We're going to be able to make it work. You know what I'm saying? Picking up what I'm putting down.
Kind of. I don't want to blow up your spot here. It's like the team that's up 3,000 gold and has the Storm on their team and Bounty Hunter feels okay.
Okay.
But they are eventually going to take a team fight, and who knows what happens in 5-on-5 team fights. Like Omni Knight, if you don't burst him instantly, he's so annoying to play against. They don't have any sort of Orchid coming out on the Storm anytime soon, I think. He just completed his Bloodstone, like not opting to go for the Kaya first.
Again, Liposa here in the mid lane, maybe trying to bait something out. They have the Elder Titan right nearby as well. Trying to push towards this mid tier 2 tower. See what they can do. Throw a strike onto one. They follow it up as well, starting to bring him down low and going to be able to blow him up. That is what you want to start the fight. Paparazi pops his ultimate as well as Storm Spirit's going in here on Defender. Or he shows up as well. They manage to find the grip. Where's the rest of his health? They slept him. Burrow Strike, turnaround. Liposa trying to take him down low. It's so much freaking damage, but it's not quite enough for dead from SG and looking like it might be 5. It looks like maybe they're the happier team now.
Yeah. If I can decipher those pictograms, I think that the Earth Splitter hit 5 people.
Look at him, the Storm Spirit, he's all over it. Oh my god, there was a flurry of things reconnecting.
I don't think anything else happened.
Okay.
I think that SG won that fight. No, they lost. They definitely lost.
SG definitely lost that fight.
SG definitely lost that fight.
Oh. 14 to 18, it's only 1,000 gold lead. There might have been a track kill in there as well. Oh yeah, that's a big old swing.
Yeah, they've
Storm Spirit did get 1 kill onto the Quap.
That was just such an awkward fight. They overcommitted, and they were in a weird position where they had to go for... They took like a high ground area, and somehow this ET keeps getting these like 4-man Earth Splitters off. Bountiful. Which is absolutely sick. All the props in the world for LaNm. I can't wait to see his damage dealt at the end of this game.
That's going to be something ridiculous.
Yeah, it's got to be pretty significant. And now Queen of Pain has Orchid. Big items are flying out on the side of Vici, and the timings for it are sick too. Like, this is a good time for them to take a fight. They've got a BKB. Queen of Pain has an Orchid now completed. Once she has something like a Lincoln's or a BKB herself, it's going to be quite hard for her to die.
Level 10 bounty. He's got these wards, going to try and place him down there as deep as possible. You get punched in the mouth right now if you're SG with that last team fight. How do you respond?
By taking another fight, but this time you do it properly.
Are they tracked, or is that a visual bug?
I'm sure
it doesn't look like
bug.
Yeah,
it's definitely a visual bug. They would not smoke with track on them.
Liposa, he breaks the smoke. Burrow Strike on the 2. Not a bad way to start, but they still have the Omni in the area. He's separated from the rest of the herd. There's sort of circles of Venn diagrams of pain as they're starting to drain away the damage from Paparazi. Can they kill him off? Looks like the answer is no for now. The buyback from the Sand King. They're starting to bring them low. Fenrir, is he going to end up going down? No! They instead lose Costabile. They bought back on the Sand King. He's not able to do enough to turn this yet. Liposa ends up getting blown up again. Storm Spirit's dead. SG falling apart at 23 minutes into the game.
another unsuccessful fight where they got caught out first, despite both teams being smoked out. And when the Omni Knight doesn't get bursted like that, you see what happens. It's very hard for them to remove anybody on the playing field. And with those item timings, the Orchid and the BKB, SG definitely didn't expect that. But now the net worth has swung 3K another way. Maybe it's just like the magic number, and this time Vici loses the fight as the net worth has now fallen off a cliff.
Yeah, this is a problem. This is not good. Well, we were just talking about how things were going so well for SG, and the last couple of minutes have just not been for their benefit.
Yeah, and I'm not sure why, because man,
Costabile.
Can you imagine how OP that would be if this was like Razor's level 25 talent?
That would be something special.
He just like has a moving ring of death.
That's great. I love it.
Alright, if that got changed to the hero game, I would consider enjoying that hero.
Yeah?
Yeah, that would be cool.
It would have to be at 25 though, right?
Yeah, his level 25. I mean, it'd have to be like at level 30 for that to be balanced, dude. Yeah. That you just have a constant ring of...
See, the play would be you just get 4 steps and he just like turns and you go 4 step back and forth. Like a shuffle step. All right, well, 25 minutes in, like we were talking about, 3,000 net worth lead. CK, very clearly a problem. He has that BKB done, going back for the Blink Dagger next. It's kind of a cool build. I've seen it a few times. What's the benefit of it, do you think?
For what, sorry?
The Blink Dagger on CK.
Oh, it's just so that you can get on top of people without having to like waste your initial chase. Like the problem with the hero is like once you reality rift, if anybody just like blinks out, it's really hard for you to keep on top. Plus it allows you to just like blink stun, which the problem with your stun is that it's also very easily disjointable, right? By heroes like the Stormster or like the Sand King with this Blink Dagger, but you just kind of eliminate that chance. You should think about it in the same way that Sven gets a blink. Because that's the downside of Sven, right, is you throw your stun out, but everyone in the world dodges it. Right. And then all of a sudden you've got no lockdown. But like you desperately need lockdown on the side of Vici. Because you're one of the few stuns against a Stormster. They do have an Orchid now, so it's a little bit better. But once Storm gets like a BKB, it kind of evens out again, like it shakes out again.
He's got his Orchid as well, same time.
Yeah, but his Orchid is less effective because his team is getting run over in fight.
Fair enough. Reality Rift, pull back 1, 3-second stun. There's a lift from Bardino. Paparazzi trying to bring him low. Costabile is dead. No way to stop that one. And now the Fiend's Grip is there as well. They reality wrapped in the Rubik. And another kill here. Thiolicor goes down. Everybody is just falling apart, and there's no buyback on anybody either.
Yeah. And this is what, I mean, when you have a bounty hunter on your team, he doesn't provide team fight. So if you're not running over your team, which it looked like they were doing, but 1 or 2 bad fights and it looks like this, you just have a hero that kind of just like throws sand in people's eyes. You know, he's like, haha, but he doesn't actually provide any substance. You know, like dudes are throwing out earth splitters. Like that guy's legit shaking the ground and causing like divides in the earth, and your benefit of like a team fight is that people can see you a bit better.
Right, and even like you saw there that they're able to get some D wards while he was trying to ward back behind the tier 2 tower in the mid lane. So even the vision game isn't necessarily always going into their favor either, because they've been able to keep pretty good track of him and make sure that he's not just able to cause issues. So we do have some lag, it looks like, as everybody is disconnecting. Hopefully they get back shortly. Always a bit of a worry. Okay, they're just gone.
They'll be back.
For sure.
And in greater numbers.
What is, what was that one? Star Wars. That's the one. Old Ben Kenobi. We got our old Toby-Wan. I was wondering, he changed his name. I want the Kenobi back.
Toby-Wan Kenobi?
Yeah.
Do you, though?
Maybe not.
I remember Toby, when he used to cast on, like, WoW casting or something.
Okay.
When I was in Dota 1. Be like, man, I really look up to that guy. Why'd you just laugh there?
Because you started smiling. You started grinning. That's why.
Because I'm reminiscing about the old days.
Okay. Did you want to finish your story, or?
No, that's it.
Okay. What a guy. Well, SG, they got one more to reconnect, and we're going to be good to go. 1526, 6,000 hours. I mean, to me, with like Aegis there as well, this feels like they could just run down a lane almost and finish it.
I don't know if you go that far, but it is getting a little bit rough. The landscape of this game is that they can't team fight anymore. Like,
Okay.
how many team fights in a row do you lose before you're just like, this isn't working? You can only... So they took the first fight because they were ahead, right? And they lose that fight. And you take a successive fight, and you think to yourself, Gabe, like, oh, well, maybe we just initiated wrong, so let's just like smoke up, take another fight. And that fight goes wrong, and at that point you just realize like, okay, we actually can't straight up 5-on-5 anymore. Right. But at the same time, like, it's easy to still throw. Imagine you get 5-man wipe with track on you, then the 5k gold lead goes the other way. Fence circle.
Even with permanently tracked CK and Razor having max plasma field, they can't win the fights.
Stupendous.
It's pretty rough right now. The situation is kind of foreboding. Is up at top.
Oh god, they're not gonna go for him. Well, Storm has a regen rune. This could actually work.
This is the turnaround.
Maybe they're gonna make it happen. Ori tries to jump away. They ended up getting the
too much.
orchid. They're really gonna get away from this?
Oh no, they try to do too much there. They got greedy. This is like the...
All right, well, they blow her up still, but now the sleep. Can they turn it?
He's got Orchid again. Oh, but the stun. That timing on the stun was sick. If he doesn't get that, maybe 40R gets the Orchid off, and who knows what happens.
Right. Well, they got a kill on the Quap with the Aegis at least.
That is something. Like, they needed that pretty badly before Vici could go for any sort of 5-man. So that part of it was successful, but I think overall it's still pretty.
Ooh, Reality Rift pierced spell immunity.
He's anticipating that people will eventually get and he should be correct in thinking.
I guess also if they get a repel, it would make the difference. And there's Costabiles finishing his BKB. And, well, even though they try and find the defensive items, the answer is already there. It's things needing to be...
150 GPM's a lot, though.
Yeah. This could be a nice little pickup here. Fenrir drops.
Gold is gold. Like, they just need money right now.
Bloodstone charges, too. Not insignificant.
Yeah. That's the infinite scaling. They've got track gold and bloodstone charges.
Do you think that VG need to start trying to play more towards... would this be concerning at all for you at this point if you're Vici? Do you need to like group together and make stuff happen? Or do you think you just play more safe?
You probably just like, I don't know, for Vici, you don't have to play that much safer. You're still in a really good, comfortable position. Without the Aegis, like, you kind of know that you're not invulnerable, but now with the BKB completed on Queen of Pain, like, maybe they are.
Okay.
They just needed the BKB on Queen of Pain so that Omni doesn't have to, like, be forced to repel only her. There was a cool build I saw the other day. Omni with Neon Disc, though, so you, like, absolutely can't get bursted.
Oh, yeah.
But he's going to go for a Lotus Orb instead.
That should
I
help.
guess a way to deal with the track. Take that off. But Arcane Rune top, obviously a great one to pick up for the Storm Spirit.
Looking for me?
And looking like they're going to go pick that one up and maybe see if they can find another pick off. Young 11 alone for the moment. Not his Lotus Orb yet.
Yeah, they're not right now. Here's the fight.
Not a bad way to start it. Stun, trying to bring him down low. Is it going to happen? He got the Lotus Orb delivered to him as they went. And now another Earth Splitter. They have the Fiend's Grip. Liposa is gone. Really unfortunate. Blink forward. Can they find this kill? Trying to get away is Rubik, but he's still going to blow up.
And with 3 dead, I think they're just going to march down mid. Storm's going to try to split push this to keep this game going as long as possible. And with the Arcane Rune, he's probably going to force at least somebody back. I'd really like 40R just grab a TP and continue the push.
Yeah.
Like, skip the next wave, and that's why we see Ori already on the way back, understands the threat.
And in the mid lane, like you said, they're just pushing in for this one. Ori is ready to push out bottom lane if they need to. Storm is maybe gearing up for a long zip, who knows?
He's thinking about it, but his math would be a little bit, it'd be close.
Oh, look at this.
To get a kill, like he's just like,
oh, that Lotus Orb delivered right at that second.
Yeah, the timing of that is unbelievable. Like, Storm's still thinking about it. He's going to send Costabile forward and hope that Ori stays. And he's going to go for, like, the one-shot zip. And it just depends, like, what's faster. Is Ori watching? Because he's going to get his BKB off, potentially.
Jump forward. They get the pull at the same time, trying to get the finish. He is going to get away with the BKB. Oh, no. Oh, lordy. They've used grip already, though, so I think Storm's living.
Yeah, that was really close, though. But LaNm, once again, foils those plans.
What a player.
At top, now at bottom, was a BKB forced, and I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that was the 10-second charge, which is nice.
I mean, in this, the way that it feels like they've designed their draft, they have like 3 defensive heroes, and then just all the damage from CK and Quap.
Yeah, they don't need anything from their Omni Knight. He just needs to save these 2 cores. So far, that has been successful, but...
I don't know what they're trying to do to Paparazi there, but it ain't working. As they Sonic Wave as he lands. Ori, very upset at the situation.
Mode. They need to get out right now, and Queen of Pain has a gem. She's trying to run forward, but everybody from SG has already exited the premises, and a BKB... No? Okay. He does have the BKB on the courier. That is a significant pickup for him. With that, it's going to be quite hard for them to kill him. The only thing that they have, of course, being... Okay, Storm, you need to TP out. This would be really nice if he gets out for free.
That was really good.
Yeah, he forced out another BKB charge on the Queen of Pain. Didn't have to really expend too much other than his mana. Has to go back to base anyways to pick up his own BKB. So all in all, not bad. And this is how they're going to have to come back into this game. Be annoying as possible. Don't allow Vici to just go high ground.
Right. Razor doubling down his lightning form, picking up the Maelstrom right there. But Fenrir finds the grip from far away. They do have the Bounty Hunter in the area, but with a heart on CK, there's never going to be a chance. And 40R actually didn't have any mana left. That was a long zip. Time to run away.
They're going to reset things a little bit. And instead, they're just thinking to themselves, okay, now we have the opportunity, I guess, with Costabile dead.
Gem, Quap, they found him. Theo, he's going down now as well. Ori unstoppable streak. 10-4 and 12.
No opportunity to even get his track off because he was silenced. And now Paparazi with that heart tanks all this damage. He doesn't really care. He can have his armlet on permanently, which he does. Nearly 5,000 HP. That is a lot of health.
That's a good point. It is impossibly hard to take down. And like right behind them too, they've got Bane, they've got Omni Knight, they've got Elder Titan.
SG, I don't think they can fight this. I think they have to split.
All right, we're going for the split push games. Oh, no. The post is there. All right, they're coming back to fight.
They probably have to. I mean, this is just not a fun situation to be in because you can't take the fight, but if you split push, then Vici probably have enough illusions.
Okay, they're going to be able to take those down at least. Paparazzi jumps forward for it, but they're already bringing them down solo. Bardino's gone. 40 are trying to make it work. They are hanging it down low with the Sonic Wave. Finds the kill onto that Sand King. He has buyback again. Her splitter doesn't connect onto that many. Now the Sonic Wave stolen by the Rubik. Is this going to end up working out for them? Is it enough damage? Looks like the answer is no for now. The Storm, he's going to buy back as well. They bring down Costabile. No buyback for him. A triple kill for Paparazi. They're taking them all down. Ultra kill. Go get Liposa. Make it a rampage. We'll see if they give it away to their buddy as they try and bring him down. Burrow strike isn't enough.
They're trying.
The lift up GG. Does the game end before he gets the kill? Rampage from Paparazi.
Oh, trying to deny him too. This is some real spiteful. Go out to get the rampage.
Wow. 17 to 40. It was 18,000 net worth lead, and I don't know. It felt to me like there were so many moments where SG